Hi, my name is Rachel Powell, and in this presentation, I'll be exploring the writing rope with a focus on the strand of writing craft, which is how writers make purposeful choices to strengthen their message and engage their audience. Strong writing requires a balanced blend of skills and strategies used in the writing process called the writing rope. This is a framework developed by Joan Sedita to support explicit writing instruction. There are 5 strands that I will dive into in a minute that work together to create a strong, cohesive, clear, and effective writing. The writing craft strand, which this presentation specifically will focus on, has the biggest effect on the reader. This focuses on intentional choices the writer makes to personally express their voice, moving writing from simply just words to powerful communication. Today, I'm hoping you'll walk away being able to identify and understand what writing craft is, what it looks like for each student in their writing, and why it's such a powerful strand in the writing rope. And I also hope that you'll gain insight into effective, research-backed instructional strategies that you can use to support and strengthen writing craft in your own classroom. These takeaways are essential for helping students grow into expressive and purposeful writers. A nod to Scarborough's reading rope, the writing rope breaks down the complexity of writing into 5 different components or strands that are necessary for skilled writing. In the same way a rope has interconnected strands that work together to create strength, so does the writing rope. Each strand is vital to this process, helping strengthen and equip learners to be skilled and confident writers. Writing craft, the strand I'm focusing on today, has to do with the writer's word choice and style. I'll cover this more in depth next, but first I want to provide an overview of each strand to help aid in your understanding of the rope as a whole. So critical thinking has to do with planning, organizing, and generating ideas. Without this specific strand, it can feel very disorganized. Syntax is regarding the structure of sentence and grammar. Without this, writers might struggle with their ideas being misunderstood. Text structure focuses on the big picture of structure and organization of a text as a whole and the types of writing like narrative, informational, and opinion. And lastly, transcription includes spelling, handwriting, and typing. It's more the mechanical side of writing. If the student is unable to clearly put their ideas from pen to paper, they will be unable to effectively communicate. So what is writing craft more specifically? A writing craft deals with the writer's word choice, awareness of task, audience and purpose, and literary devices in a text. So word choice is one of the most powerful ways a writer can show their voice and display their tone. The language they choose helps set the mood, reflect their personality, and even draw on the emotions of the reader. It's where their creativity really shines through, and that's why I chose this one. It's definitely my favorite. Being aware of the type of writing or genre, who the audience is, and the overall purpose behind the piece helps writers make thoughtful decisions about what to include, how to organize their ideas, and how to keep their message focused and strong. According to Sedita, having a real audience in mind improves motivation in writing for students. Literary devices are techniques writers use to strengthen and enhance their writing. This works hand in hand with word choice. So things like allusion, foreshadowing, and personification, and so on. They add layers of meaning, it makes the writing more interesting, and it helps readers connect more deeply with the text. The best instructional strategy for the writing craft is to use the gradual release of responsibility model, otherwise known as I do, we do, you do, corrective feedback, and then assessments. According to Sedita, craft techniques must be instructionally taught and then practiced one strand or one element at a time. This helps foster a more progressive understanding rather than overloading the students with too many techniques and devices. Within the writing craft, word choice is best taught using mentor text, anchor charts, and modeling. For task, audience and purpose, discussion and collaboration, real-life scenarios, and graphic organizers are used to support the learners. And literary devices are best instructionally taught by focusing on one device at a time using mentor text and imitation and application. The first article that I found by Caracas that I cited on the previous slide emphasizes the importance of each strand of the rope and how they are vital for student growth. The article calls for systematic and structured instruction for writing and emphasizes the connection between reading and writing, integrating technology during instruction, the proper use of text structure, using feedback to improve students' growth, and starting writing instruction early. According to the second article, teaching strategies like student-centered and one-on-one conferences prove to be beneficial to the learner and the educator. This intentional time is uninterrupted and is effective for differentiating instruction and feedback, which can help shape the student's craft and critical thinking. Some examples of activities that I created that are supportive of this strand are the word choice challenge and the mentor text activity. So the word choice activity, it challenges students to take a boring sentence generated by the teacher and turn it into a more creative and exhilarating statement. This really focuses on word choice, and the mentor text activity begins with a read aloud of The Day the Crayons Quit by Drew Daywalt, or you can choose any book of your liking, as a model for usage of literary devices. This text contains all the elements of the writing craft, but I'm using this book specifically to discuss literary devices. After discussion, the class will engage in an individual writing activity, writing their own short story, and applying at least one literary device found in the story to display a comprehension. And as listed on the slide, you can easily support each learning need by offering scaffolds and differentiated instruction. So as we've learned, writing craft truly is the art of writing. This strand allows for expression and creativity and individualism, which is something needed for engagement and to draw on the emotions of the reader. This goes beyond simple communication. The strand ties the bow of effective communication and successful writing, having the biggest effect on the reader. I hope this presentation has offered and fostered a curiosity in you to dive deeper into the writing rope and all it has to offer. Thank you.